And I guess this. Whoa, hold on. Fuck that up. You're really supposed to pop up because when I don't see nothing. Oh, okay. All right, and then I gotta start recording. All right, we live. Let me do a sound check right quick. Yep, we live. All right. Well, I should really have this over here. I just can't see shit. But well, let's get started. And you know how we get down. So I can't see shit on the screen. Did I already hit create? Yep. All right. So this is another test. Before I push this production, I'm about to start letting this thing go for live testing. So Latanya, Rob, DJ Babe, RC. I'm about to let y'all start testing on this. This is the last test before I testing out the new features. I also put a new recording feature on here, so I'm recording this on my own as well. So let's get to it. Let's see what our theme song sounded like today. Okay.
I got up and gotta work on Christmas. Just another day, but glad I can just chill while I get away. Looking over there, thinking about all my mistakes. I wanna make it to the top, and I don't know what that's gonna take, but I'ma do it all until we ball. That's the guy's honest. Name a list of rapper poppin', bitch, it's John Hotter. It's the plug, Aiden, cause we underground plotting. I'm trying to get it going hard, don't got a lot of options. Late night, if I ain't hide, it ain't right. I'ma see a middle, or I'ma die trying. I'ma buy a couple blocks if I ain't got a island. It's the plug, I'm plugged in, up and I suggest you try it. Eating good, working out, but I don't diet. It's the plug. It's the plug. Show some love. John, please. It's the blood. It's the blood. It's the blood. It's the blood. I got up and gotta work on Christmas. Just another day, but glad I can just chill while I get away, looking over the year, thinking about all my mistakes. I wanna make it to the top, and I don't know what this gon' take, but I'ma do it all until we ball. That's the guy's honest. Name a list of rapper poppin', bet you John Hottest. The plug, Aiden Club, we underground plotting. I'm trying to get it going hard, don't got a lot of options. Plug. Late night, if I ain't high, it ain't right. I'ma see a mill or I'ma die trying. I'ma buy a couple blocks if I ain't got an island. It's the plug and plugged in, often I suggest you try it. Eating good, working out, but I don't diet. It's the plug. I got up and gotta work on Christmas. Just another day, but glad I can just chill while I get away. Looking over there, thinking about all my mistakes. I wanna make it to the top, and I don't know what that's gonna take, but I'ma do it all until we ball. That's the guy's honest. Name a list of rapper poppin', bitch, you John Hotter. It's the plug, Aiden Club, we underground plotting. I'm trying to get it going hard, don't got a lot of options. Late night, if I ain't high, it ain't right. I'ma see a mill or I'ma die trying. I'ma buy a couple blocks if I ain't got an island. It's the plug and plugged in, often I suggest you try it. Eating good, working out, but I don't diet. It's the plug. It's the plug. Show some love. Ja, please. It's the blood. It's the blood. It's the blood. It's the blood.
music, good music. All right, so the topic of today's discussion is something near and dear to my heart. Spotify. I heard they asked somebody released all their music, and we about to watch something about it. Let's see what's up. I'll try this one first. I got 2 videos we're gonna watch. I ain't seen neither one of them, so we're watching this together.
Oh, there's not really much to say here. Not really much to go into. But the Spotify music library got scraped by a pirate activist group and made available as a torrent. This includes $86 million audio files now circulating in bulk torrents totaling.
Bro said 86 million. There's no dollar sign nowhere on that, fam. I'm gonna need you to get that together.
Over 300 terabytes. Spotify is actively investigating the incident, but that's just too bad. Bro, let me tell you what just happened, okay? These are a lot of big words, right?
Big words. Hold on. I'm sorry. What? We mean circulating? Investigating? Terabyte? I guess that's a big word. I don't know. I'm not sure it's any real foreign words in there, but let me digest.
Spotify got hacked. All of their shit is floating around on the internet. All the music in the world is sitting on the internet for free right now.
I mean, it's already sitting on the internet for free. But the thing is, fuck Spotify, because not only do they charge for us to listen to music, but they don't pay the artist shit. So, yeah, fuck them.
Not all the music, but all the music on Spotify.
Bro don't know anything about this shit. He is a terrible source of information for anything.
How does Spotify make money? Through subscription fees, right? Why do you pay the subscription fee? So you can listen to music on Spotify. Well,
Nope, you pay for no commercials.
what happens if everything on Spotify, there's a gate there, right? You have to pay Spotify to get through the gate.
Nope, you can listen to music, you just got hella ads.
Well, now the gate doesn't exist anymore.
The gate still exists. It's just the music is off the internet. You are terrible.
That sucks. I don't know. You should have worked on your operational security, man. I don't know. Kind of sucks though.
Bro, this nigga terrible. Okay, stop. Just stop. Let's try somebody with a little more information. Now, this video 20 minutes. I tried to give Dog a chance. I just went to the random nigga, but that's what happened. So he fucked that up.
On the Mrs. page, and he fires. Spotify got hacked.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Home Alone face. This story was reported on many different platforms, and apparently Spotify got hacked by a hacker group with a very specific goal in mind. I first saw this story here on the Mrs. page, and he's going to give you a good introduction of what this is. Let's read the caption first. It says, "This isn't just a Spotify problem, it's a wake-up call for the entire streaming era. We told y'all." When catalogs, DRM, and excess get stress tested at this scale, the real question becomes who actually controls music in the digital age. To understand what he means, let's hear what he had to say.
Breaking news, Spotify gets scraped. Big shakeup in the music tech world today. According to Billboard, a pirate activist group has scraped Spotify's music library, allegedly accessing metadata from 256 million rows of tracks, potentially up to 86 million audio files.
Who do they think they are? AI companies? Who do you think you guys are? You think you're some kind of AI company that can do that with the help of the government, even though it's illegal to do it? Who do you think you are? Suno?
Okay.
Wow. Hey, yo, DIYer, if you're enjoying this content, please don't forget to hit the like button. It helps this video and this channel get discovered by new
I'm gonna
people.
do that.
I appreciate you. Now back to the video.
Build a website
You gotta show love.
Love.
Hit like buttons.
with Wix.
Although
For your words,
when you
Data
do that,
dump is
sometimes it fuck up your algorithm, and I honestly want just everybody popping up on my shit. But dog, Curtis King is good. I fuck with him. I see him on YouTube. I mean, on Twitter and shit. He be on game.
reportedly being prepared for distribution via peer-to-peer torrent networks, totaling as much as 300 terabytes. Spotify says it's actively investigating, confirming that a third party scraped public metadata and used illicit methods to circumvent DRM, gaining access to some audio files.
Okay, I got two questions about this so far. You're trying to tell me the same Spotify that has been telling artists, specifically independent artists, that your music is being botted because of their high-tech systems that is able to detect bot activity, wasn't able to save their own ass when somebody came to hack them? You mean the same Spotify that has Daniel Ek taking hundreds of millions of dollars out because, hey, it's payday, doesn't have the type of security necessary to protect the very art on the page?
Now look, we be thinking that a lot of these people, with these big companies and these big ideas, got everything wrapped up. Dog, they be getting millions of dollars to put lipstick on the pig. And then they take the $1 million out, everything fail, a bunch of motherfuckers lose their jobs, and they millionaires. Like, that's how this shit go around here.
This is fishy. This is fishy. You know, there was a part of me that wondered, with all the advancements in AI and all of the sort of the elbowing that they're doing into the conversation, I wondered if there would be sort of a rogue group that would pop up like this. Something about this just
They've been around though. They've been around for a minute.
doesn't feel, you know, my spidey senses is tingling in a different way, but I'm gonna let them finish it off.
As for now, Spotify maintains that only metadata, not the music itself, has been released, but the implications are already massive.
300 terabytes.
No, it definitely can't be just metadata because it ain't enough words in every holy book on the planet. As a matter of fact, it's not enough words in every book on the planet to equal up to that much data. It's just not possible.
And the reason I have my suspicions is because I feel like Spotify has been on a very obvious campaign to rid the platform of as much unnecessary music, whatever they deem as unnecessary, as much unnecessary human contributed music as possible, so that they can populate it with more AI-based music by their producers like Johan Rohr, allegedly. So I think they've been doing things like the threshold system. Even if it's not getting rid of them physically from the platform, it's definitely to pay them less. So when I see something like this, it's like, oh no, how did we get hacked? Yeah, how did you get hacked?
Industry analysts warn this could theoretically allow someone to recreate a personal offline version of Spotify.
You mean like Napster?
Man, I hope the fuck so.
Oh shit, this shit. Hey, we back.
Hey, bring back media players. Fuck you talking. I was just saying that shit the other day. Like, cause let's be real. You can't buy music anymore. You can listen to it for free. The niggas get paid pennies. You pay a couple pennies. Really, you pay dollars. And you get all the music you want. It's cool, but you don't own none of the music. If Spotify drops off now, you can't go listen to none of your favorite songs. If YouTube closed down right now, you can't. Well, I can. I got a whole hard drive full of shit. Not the Spotify shit. Not yet.
Back in the early 2000s, we about to get another master, baby.
With the only real barriers being copyright law and enforcement. The group behind the scrape, Anna's Archive, claims the move is about preserving humanity's culture, framing Spotify's catalog as a starting point for a global music archive.
Wow.
Now, the bottom line here is this isn't just about piracy. It's a stress test for streaming, DRM, and the entire digital music economy.
So when one of these niggas come out with a streaming site out of nowhere, oh yeah, we got music. It's all good. We know where the fuck they came from, and yet and still won't be mad at them.
Raising serious questions about control, ownership, and what access really means in 2026. Story developing.
Interesting. So they took it upon themselves to create, I guess, a massive archive of human music, because for the first time, the idea of human music is threatened.
Human music is a crazy fucking term. Human music. That's nuts.
Obviously, with AI and the abusive ways that these companies have been maneuvering, the UDOs and the Sunos and other startups that have popped up, it is interesting to see someone say, hey, we want to make sure that we do everything in our power to create this archive. I got the article up there by them, but I want to go ahead and go through this because I think it does a great job of visually representing what's going on here. So it says a piracy group named Anna's Archive has scraped and uploaded Spotify's entire music catalog. The scrape includes 256 million rows of track metadata, 86 million audio files to be distributed on a peer-to-peer network in bulk torrents, totaling roughly 300 terabytes. If you got a computer with 300 terabytes,
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell
you could pretty much have every damn song that exists on Spotify, if I'm reading this correctly. Right now, only metadata is fully available. The music files are being released gradually. Oh, so it's happening in real time. Starting with the most popular tracks, Anna's Archive frames the project as a preservation archive for music. So like a time capsule?
You're like, man, I want to make a thing from the music. Now, I don't know where I'm going to get my songs from. Oh, I get it. I got an idea. I'm going to fucking rob Spotify. That is great.
This morning, a Spotify spokesperson released the following statement. Crazy. Get that off, though. There's a Twitter account that says Spotify music library scraped by pirate activist group and made available as a torrent. We're literally back in the torrent days. This is insane. Includes 86 million audio files now circulating in bulk. That is crazy. This, I believe.
Damn, I wonder if my music is in there. I want to be in the time capsule too, you know what I mean?
Believe is on Threads. It says, someone said, just say what AI companies say. I only downloaded all that copyrighted content for training my competing product. Seems to work for them. Oh, God, it has. Wow. Submitting your music is now easier for Critique My Beats than it's ever been. And just know it's backed up Spotify metadata and music files. It's distributed in bulk torrents, 300 terabytes, grouped by popularity. The release includes the largest publicly available music metadata database with 256 million tracks and 186 million unique IRCs. If you don't get it, IRC codes are literally like the digital footprint. That is how you identify sort of the DNA of a song. Wherever that IRC code goes, you're able to track whatever that song is doing digitally online.
So basically, I'm going to take one of my songs and put a IRC code for Rihanna on that bitch, so it's going to seem like that stream is getting, I'm about to be rich.
If it gets played on internet radio, if it gets played or streamed to different platforms, that ISRC code is very important. Most distributors provide that to the artist, but some artists like myself independently have access to our own ISRC codes. I think I got 10,000 for $99 or something like that. I'll do a video on it soon. It goes on to say it's the world's first preservation archive for music which is fully open, meaning it can easily be mirrored by anyone with enough disk space. Oh my God. With 86 million music files representing around 99.6.
Damn, can I just click rap and R&B and get all that shit? I don't want all the music on the fucking planet, please.
% of listens. Isn't that ironic? Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? The answer to piracy could possibly be dealing with one of its biggest crises because of piracy. That's what y'all evil ass get. Anna's Archive normally focuses on text, books, and papers. We explain in the critical window of shadow libraries that we do this because text has the highest information density, but our mission, preserving humanity's knowledge and culture, doesn't distinguish among media types. Sometimes an opportunity comes along outside of text.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store.
This is such a case. A while ago, we discovered a way to scrape Spotify at scale. You scrape me, I scrape you? Crazy. We saw a role for us here to build a music archive primarily aimed at preservation. Generally speaking, music is already fairly well preserved. There are many music enthusiasts in the world who digitize their CDs and LP collections. We're going to talk about the rising popularity. If you did not know, for the 19th straight year,
LPs is
vinyl has risen in sales.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
You know, there's something really endearing about knowing that you're going to be able to preserve and keep the thing that you paid for. And there won't be songs missing from the project you paid for. Or there won't be subscription changes that take away your access to this supposed music that you had in your ownership. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. However, these existing efforts have some major issues. Over-focus on the most popular artists. There is a long tail of music which only gets preserved when a single person cares enough to share it, and such files are often poorly seeded. Over-focus.
Yeah, that's because like a lot of music from the 90s, the 80s, even the 2000s, that shit, you can't find certain songs. There's certain songs I want to hear. You can't find them bitches. They was on a mixtape, they was on this, they was on that, and they just not around no more. That shit is terrible.
Focus on the highest possible quality. Since these are created by audiophiles with high-end equipment and fans of a particular artist, they chase the highest possible file quality. This inflates the file size and makes it hard to keep a full archive of all music that humanity has ever produced. No authoritative list of torrents aiming to represent all music ever produced. So they have scraped this joint, and
You know, I wonder what the first song ever recorded was. I'm going to look that up right quick.
they have a manifesto. They have a plan. They have a plan for preservation, because it seems like Spotify was absolutely heading in a direction of disintegrating the contributions of human beings that have been responsible for the foundation, the most important product that anybody ever goes to a Spotify for, which is music. Well, it's my first time hearing about the group, and this is really interesting. I really want to see how this plays out. In a related story, as I said, this is the 19th year in a row that vinyl has not only surpassed CD, but it just continues to rise in sales. I thought this particular post on Post Style was really, really good. Washington Post. In the actual caption, they said, since the 2010, streaming has dominated media consumption, and with that, sales of DVDs and CDs have sunk. Yet discs are still circulating in retail, and in some cases, demand is reviving. Discogs, an online marketplace for physical music where users can also catalog their personal collections, saw CD purchases increase 8% so far this year, over the last year. The trend is driven by Gen Z looking for the novelty of vintage media on disc, as well as collectors and millennials itching to ditch their pricey streaming services, experts say. What do I always...
Motherfuckers is tired of buying shit over and over and over and paying for shit over and over and over. Can we just buy something one time and then that's it? We ain't got to fix the shit every fucking 30 minutes. We don't got to replace the shit every 2 years. Like, can we just buy something and the shit works forever?
say humans are illogical. In a time period where these Gen Zers have access to some of the most cutting edge technology, it just don't feel like it.
It's the NBA on Prime.
They feel less human. They feel less in touch with the very music. I'm sure they're hearing about the experiences that their mom and dad had at concerts, the feeling of opening up a CD, the sort of dopamine spike you got from smelling some of the chemicals. That sounds crazy. Smelling the chemicals off of the booklet, right? Going through page by page and seeing your fingerprints left on there, reading through all the production credits and the writers and looking at the amazing photography that went into it, being able to pick the CD up and look at the back of it. Like, there's so many things to it that it sounds mad to somebody who's never experienced it, but for those who know, you know. DVDs and CDs are making a comeback. It says Dan Levine, this is his collection, I guess, loves watching his guests light up when they see his DVD-lined bookcases and drawers in his apartment. The 30-year-old estimates he has over 500 DVDs, and that's not including his modest collection of CDs, VHS tapes, vinyl records, cassettes, and 8-tracks. You know how important that is? Especially in a time where you do have AI. I'm sorry everything keeps coming back to AI, but it does. In a time where you look at a TV show like Friends, or you look at a TV show like A Different World, I only use that because I saw these were both TV shows that have been manipulated. I saw a scene from Friends where they're testing out something either on Netflix or on another platform where they'll be able to do product placements of products that didn't exist at the time that Friends was being aired on TV. So you're gonna get one of the damn characters holding up a Mountain Dew cold red. That shit went out. That shit went out. A Different World. I saw they had a scene where those of us who enjoy that show love how much it's nostalgic to us, right? We don't want to see a upgraded Jasmine Guy face. Not even upgraded, just a 4K'd Jasmine Guy face. She fine as hell as she is. And then you look at the back at the posters, and the posters have writing that don't even make any sense. That shit say college. Nobody asked for this shit. Literally nobody said, I wish I could read that poster in the back. Nobody said that shit, and they still gave it to us. So having this physical media where you cannot change it after it's in our possession is so important, because also, too, niggas be changing information, too. Hello. Ted Streifus, chair of the Department of Media Studies at the University of Colorado at Boulder, said this: being able to physically display media artifacts tells people something about who you are and your identity. That just does not translate into the world of streaming. Yeah, sure, you got playlists on streaming. Sure, you have, the year-end wrap-ups where you can talk about the artists that you listen to the most. It's not the same as that Sade vinyl that you see hanging up here after every episode. There's a certain aesthetic, a certain temperature that occurs in the room when you see that. There's a certain type of understanding that you have. I wish you could see from this angle. I got Jay Dilla here on the wall. I got
Shout out to
my vinyl here on the wall. Just the appreciation for art. I got my homie Thurs up here. The appreciation for physical media and the stories that they tell through these pictures, through these photographs. Yeah, streaming is cool, okay, it's convenient, but it's still not the illogical human experiences that, I don't care what generation you're a part of, you crave. So this is a great point. It goes on to say, for Robin Johnson and her family, the DVD and CD aisle at a thrift store is her favorite section. I ain't gonna lie to you. Thank God my Xbox still plays DVDs. You know what I'm saying? Thank God we found a DVD player. I don't forget where we got that DVD player for. It might have been like a thrift shop.
I wonder if that technology coming back in style like that, I wonder will this be the first time that we ever see technology actually take a step back because of the demand of the people. Because if you think about it, they was about to make everything digital. And what did people do? Say, nah, fuck that. I want to start buying vinyls. I want to start buying CDs. And of course, they're going to notice the trends. That's literally how you make changes. Like, the dollars is what makes shit change. I've realized we can talk about it. We can do whatever. It's the dollars. When you boycott motherfuckers, shit change. When you stop spending money places, shit change. When you just say we're not buying that shit no more, shit is going to change. They're going to start listening. And that's what we got to understand. Now, as far as politics, that's a whole nother fucking different monster.
Because, dog, the reliability of knowing that I can go to them little $5 bins and get like my favorite movies in a pack. I think I got like 4 Spike Lee movies for $10. I'm sorry, Spike, but that deal was too damn good to look away. Her son Max, 14, and daughter Sailor, who's 15, don't have smartphones or unfettered access to streaming services.
You know what? That makes sense now when you see a DVD and that bitch be like $15, $20, $25. They're really trying to discourage you from buying them bitches. And that's why they're not making the players no more. But I think if a nigga just came out with a DVD player to hook up to the smart TV, he might be on something.
so they love the thrill of adding to their collections. That's a beautiful thing. Part of it is ownership of it. Like, we don't actually own whatever is on Netflix, on Hulu, and let's just say, or Spotify, says Johnson. Buying physical copies of movies, TV shows, and albums also enabled her children to appreciate music and cinema in a different way. Gen Z is a growing customer base for CDs, says Lloyd Starr, chief operating officer at Discogs, an online marketplace for physical media. They're intrigued by a medium that's foreign to them, he said. For the younger generation, it's vintage. Oh, a part of me dies every time I see that word attached to CDs and DVDs. It's not vintage.
Oh, it's vintage.
Got your lucky jersey?
Haven't watched it
I
since the
use
Win
a
6
CD in a.
And then the last post here from
I use a CD in a car, DVD player. My mom still got a Scoop DVD player.
Lloyd Starr at Discogs says he's a chief operating officer. He says, no doubt there is this huge cultural tension between AI and analog, and we see it especially when people are talking about Spotify. Music is more accessible than it's ever been before, but that kind of stripped us of our musical identity at the same time. And if that ain't a damn bar, I don't know what is. Oh no, Spotify.
Because I guess when you have certain limits to access to music, you got to go out your way to hear certain shit. Now it's like, you can hear whatever. My motherfucking playlist on YouTube got so much different opposing shit on it. I would never buy all these different albums. I would buy the shit that I really wanted. But that would reset the whole music industry as a whole, which I think we need.
What are you gonna do? Oh no, Spotify! Oh my gosh, Daniel Egg! Now you gotta grow your hair back. Oh shit! I know you pulling out the hair you don't got in your beard. Spotify, you played with artists for a long time, and it was only a matter of time. God see it all. God don't like evil. And y'all have been very evil. Y'all have been playing around with these ICE recruitment ads. You've been playing around with people's manyan. You've been playing around with their subscriptions. You've been playing around with authors and their audiobooks. You've been playing around with these bundles that have messed with songwriters' money. You've been playing around with artists that spent $100,000. Shout out to I think her name is Cara. Spent $100,000 on her album just to have Spotify take it down and say, "We think you got bots on there." She said, where? Now y'all ass got hacked. And I'm sure this is only the beginning. This is a very vulnerable position to be in. I'm sure they'll figure it out. They'll split it up or will do what they got to do. But you got to be careful. Y'all got to be careful in these tech positions because there's always someone or a group out there that's thinking to themselves, how can we even the playing field? And sometimes it's people that used to work for Spotify. I don't know anything. All I know is this is really, really interesting. As we get more information about this, I'll definitely update you. DIYers, what you think this is? This is a nuttin' burger? That's crazy. Nuttin' burger? Is this a nothing burger? Ew. Is this a nothing burger? Or do you think that this may be a very important point?
I think the conversation has started and I think things need to move forward. We definitely need physical music or at least the ability to download it again and keep our own playlist. Because I'm tired of trying to listen to shit on shit. And I keep getting interrupted by ads. And granted, it's not annoying enough for me to pay for that shit because I'm not paying for it. But it messes up the music experience. And also, I'm going to run into a fucking tree if I have to keep hitting skip every time the song is over. So, there's that. But good conversation. How long has it been? Man, I really got to be on here for like an hour, just to see what everybody gonna experience. Let me see what I got. No, why would it do that? Wow. Hold on, let me work on something real quick. Give me a second. What type of shit is you on, fam? Yeah, what is wrong with this motherfucker right now? I'm not sure. Yeah, please. Give me my shit back. Hi, excuse me. Spotify said it did not occur. Yeah, that's what they're supposed to say. Wait till I find out what that shit is. 86 million tracks. It's only 30%. It's only 37% of their catalog. That's nuts. Mm. I would say 45 minutes is almost an hour, but I don't want to do it. So let's just find something else to watch. Let's go home. What I got going on? Let's go to my regular shit. I need to be out here for that. You know what? Let's go to my dog, Urban Politics.
Gosh, come on, let's get right to it.
Let's do it.
Nicki Minaj, Turning Point USA. She went out there. By now you've seen it. I got a bunch of phone calls about it.
I bet.
I'm out. I'm done. That was it. Sorry, I'm gone. I'm gone. That's it. The last dance. That was the last candle on the cake for me. Sorry, Barbs. Sorry, Nick. Don't call me. Don't text me. It is what it is. Sometimes how y'all move around out there does have an effect on how I.
For a little context, let's listen to that dumbass shit this bitch said. Hold on.
Dear young men, you have amazing role models.
My bad.
Dr. Umar did a video with a man dressed as a woman.
Dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did.
I mean,
You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what?
that was nuts. Actually, I didn't even see that. This bitch, she's called him an assassin. That's hilarious. I want to hear her say that dumb shit though. Hold on, where's that other shit? Uh, get to the nitty gritty. Where's that part?
I have the utmost respect with heart and soul. I love both of them, but
Yeah,
both
she
of
doing
them
it with
have
both
a
hands.
very uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I can relate to them. When I hear them speak, I know that they're one of us. I have
Who was us? Who was us? Man, I want to get that clip. I ain't got time to be looking for that shit for real. Oh, here we go. Maybe this one.
Simple. I only pay $10 a month for my internet connection. Fast, unlimited, anywhere.
Have you heard about Ryoko Pro?
So, with regard to the current administration, what has been maybe the biggest surprise for you, or something that you just really has been put on your heart that you've learned about our president and our vice president?
Well, I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. Publicly, having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny. Until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on, you'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies. And that's not, and it's just not fair. But this administration is full of people with heart and soul. And they make me proud of them.
I think a lot of times when people put in this position, they would say exactly the opposite of what they probably would say for real.
Our vice president, he makes me, well, I love both of them, but they're both uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I know that they're not, don't you guys agree? There's a chance to, he's from Queens, New York. Even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never gonna come back from it, but you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be.
I can't find this shit. I'm not about to sit here and sit out. Maybe he'll play it. But
I view you, and this was one of them things. I'd be a fool to think that you didn't consider that before you did it.
I'm sure.
Which just says to me that you really don't get. I'm even more baffled. I don't even know how much of this conversation I could have. They're so anti-transgender, which is confusing to me because I've been to the Nicki concert.
That's the thing. Yeah.
I'm so confused by so much of what was said on that stage.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing, hoping that maybe it was going to be
Context.
impartial or there was a reason, but she was just echoing a lot of the that you would expect to be echoed.
I remember
highly disappointing.
Oh,
Same.
Yeah,
Extremely disappointed.
I'm not disappointed.
Very, very anti-black of you. Very anti-black of you. Let's just call it this. You saying?
No. I'm not disappointed just because I've come to expect
Had no
it.
expectation.
Yeah, or I expected that. Unfortunately, I remember when I first criticized Nicki a couple months ago, and I said she's doing these MAGA talking points. She sounds like a MAGA person, and the Barbs came after me like, "Why are you saying she's MAGA just because she cares about X, Y, and Z?" Is she MAGA now? She's at a turning point conference. She's talking to Charlie Kirk's wife.
Talking about how handsome Trump is.
How handsome Trump is.
No, she was
nuts.
She was called JD as an assassin, which is a weird thing to say
crazy.
to the woman whose husband was just assassinated.
That was a very awkward.
It was just, you could
30
pick any
seconds.
other word, right? It was like, oh, what is happening here?
Didn't she all little girls mattered when
Yes.
talking about that? It was a hot ass mess on that stage.
It was.
That's exactly
Like
what
there's
she did.
no way to sugarcoat it.
Right.
I'm done. I'm off.
And I think part of that is because we respect Nicki's mind and her autonomy. In other words, I don't think she's being duped. I don't think she's a patsy. I think she knows exactly what she's doing. She's making a choice, and I strongly disagree with that choice. And so I can't rock with it. I still think she's a great MC. She's probably top 10 ever for me. Male, female, dead, a lot, whatever. I think she's just a great artist.
no.
But the choices she's making in life are
Culture is being held captive by influences, songs,
Which
and role models.
influences?
I mean, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about like glorifying wet female genitalia is exactly. I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but but by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. It's who do you get your art from? It's what values are they putting forward? It's
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV.
UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I had a link in the description where you can watch the clip in the beginning in full from the Joe Budden Podcast, episode 889, The Zeus of Nazareth, as it caught a lot of steam today all over the internet, Instagram, Twitter, people reposting, resharing, because Joe had to make that call. As he said, he got a lot of phone calls from what Nicki Minaj had to say in her Turning Point USA appearance. And with the relationship that they have had before, she'd have been on his podcast a few times. Everybody who follow rap, including myself, will acknowledge Nicki Minaj is one of the top female rappers ever, one of the top rappers ever. But when she went out and did this, you got to call it for what it is. And with this circulating right now, a lot of people are running away from the real conversation. Everybody got their own opinions and feelings and what they think of it. The stuff that she went up there and said was anti-black, but it was coded. I don't listen for people to tell me like directly what it is no more. Nobody calls you who racist or things like that. They don't tell you directly anymore, we're better than y'all. We're superior than you, more superior than y'all. We're smarter than y'all. We're over y'all. Y'all are beneath us. They don't say it like that. They use code words. Nicki Minaj appeared on this show and talked in every single point that they wanted for her. Now, we don't know what the whole motive is. That's why the stuff is coming up with the sexuality audience that she had, that she really spoke out against. Because for all these years, you've been in support. You would go at anybody that would call that group of people out. But now all of a sudden, you will go against that. This is what we're saying, that there's something going on behind the scenes. Also, the anti-black talking points, where she went all lives matter, looks and descriptions, and acted like black people even play a role in tearing down other people's looks. You don't do that. That ain't cool. That ain't what's up. You're going over there and you're pandering to an all-white audience. And let's be clear, a lot of that audience, for y'all that want to play dumb and numb and lost, took what she went on there and said, they don't even like her. Charlie Kirk was calling Nicki Minaj out. There is a clip where he came back and said when she put out certain tweets, he was with her, but he didn't like rap. So you going over there with that now? Are you finna quit rapping? No, you're not. Are you gonna stop doing music? No, you're not. Your content of your rap music is your rap music. You have these sexualized songs. You have done and said things that people should not be doing, because he called out what rap is and certain topics and certain conversations of rap. You were just a woman on Twitter talking about people's babies and kids just a couple months ago. Now all of a sudden, hey, I'm coming on here and we don't need to be judging people about their looks and this and that, and black women, who are we to do this and what we had.
Black woman, I don't think I never heard
this ain't no we stuff. And for the people who just want to try to pick this apart and gaslight and act like they don't know what's going on, I don't care who you vote for or what political side you choose. That's your choice. That's your right. But once you start talking and spewing anti-black stuff and saying things that are factually incorrect and you gaslight, then I'm going to call it out. But other than that, vote for who you want to vote for. I can care less. Now, people is giving different reasons why they feel that this is being done. People are saying you're clearly over there for some type of favor, some type of payment, some type of understanding. And then, my audience last night hit me to it. They feel like that she was wearing an earpiece during this whole segment on stage with them. And that's why her words was off. Nicki Minaj sounded high. She sounded high. She sounded like she loaded a little bit. But she knew what she was doing. She knew what the goal was. They prepped her for this. They talked to her about this. Even her using the word assassin, it's like, wow, why would you go up there and say that on that stage? But they couldn't get her all the way through there. A lot of the Charlie Kirk fan base is saying he wouldn't have her on there probably, like with everything that she's had, unless she was willing to just come completely denounce her entire rap career. Her fans is still gonna be delusional, still try to find little ways to try to act like this ain't this and this ain't that. But Joe Budden went on and called it directly for what it is. Hey man, I can't sit behind that. They up there pushing anti-black talking points. Charlie Kirk be pushing anti-black talking points. They just gonna code it. A lot of people think they be woke because they'll listen to this stuff and they'll find something that they say that is true or correct, but they will try to purposely miss the other stuff that he's saying and the words that he's using that are directly putting us down as a people, like they just are all God and almighty and things like that. So y'all do what y'all do. We got more coming. Nicki Minaj most definitely sold her soul for a pot of gold. We don't know the exact reason why, but it will come out. The internet will figure it out. Why did she really go up there? What was the real point? And her fans, I ask y'all, the stands, are y'all finna let her still ride with that? Because I can feel how I feel about people's sexuality or whatever, right? But if I came on there and said what she said about it and talked against it, y'all would give me, y'all be ready to nail me to the cross like I'm wrong. What y'all got to say about her doing it? Then Nicki Minaj don't speak for black people. No rappers speak for black people. You can speak up for black people, but we gonna call it out if you speak out against black people. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.
At Wayfair.
Good looking urban politics. Yeah, that was interesting. Definitely keep your eyes open on all these changes happening because this come next year, it's gonna be some serious shit going on. I think I have done an hour and about another minute and a half. That's what I gotta do. That's what the test requires, that I do an hour of streaming. So once I reach that, I'm gonna make sure this joint downloads, make sure everything works, and go ahead and push this bitch to production and make it available for my testers to test it a couple of times before I make it live. But everything's going good. How long I got? Damn. This must be how I be putting out work. Like, damn, that last 2-3 minutes be taking like hours. You know what? Fuck it. Just to make sure we go a little bit over our hour. We can listen to that song again. You know, it made me smile.
I got up and gotta work on Christmas. Just another day, but glad I can just chill while I get away. Looking over there, you're thinking about all my mistakes. I wanna make it to the top, and I don't know what that's gonna take, but I'ma do it all until we ball. That's the guy's honest. Name a list of rapper poppin', bitches John Hotter. It's the plug, Aiden Club, we underground plotting. I'm trying to get it going hard. I got a lot of options. Late night, if I ain't hide, it ain't right. I'ma see a middle, or I'ma die trying. I'ma buy a couple blocks if I ain't got a island. It's the plug and plugged in. Up and I suggest you try it, eating good. Working out, but I don't diet. It's the plug.
Show sleep, maybe. I'm gonna go back. Baby, I don't want to keep on fucking peeps, baby. She don't want to be the wife around the block on dance. Give a fuck about what these niggas saying. I ain't impatient. I just wait my time. I ain't waiting. I mean, I ain't tripping. Fuck my words up, but it's go. This split. I ain't tripping. Yeah, I already know. It's the plug. I'm out of here.